Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. On today's video I have this VW Sharan. This is a 2018 and we're going to have a look at the location of the fuses. So this car has two main fuse boxes and it's got one fuse box at the back, but it may not be available to every car because it depends if you have a towing bar and that kind of thing. So the two main fuse boxes will be located. One is inside of the car next to the steering wheel and the other one is under the bonnet. So if we have a look at the manual here, it's showing us this little cover here, and that would be where we have to sort of take this cover out and we're going to see the fuses there. Also we have some fuses in the engine compartment here. Now this two is just showing left-hand drive and right-hand drive vehicles. This particular one is a right-hand drive and the fuse box is sitting next to the steering. And also in the back here is showing us that there is a fuse box in the left section of the luggage compartment, but it shows you three fuses basically: F1, F3 and F4, 40 amp, 30 amp, 30 amp, left hand side sliding door and trailer control unit and trailer control unit. Now this particular car does not have an electric left hand sliding door. It's a manual one, which means that fuse will most likely, all of these fuses will most likely not be there. So it says here the right sliding door is secure via a resettable thermal fuse, which shuts off for the brief period in the event of an overheating safety mechanism. That's if you have those features basically. Now the fuses that are inside of the car are basically shown something like this. They go from here, fuse number 1 to 24, and then it continues from 25 to 58 here. Now not every fuse will be in a slot. It all depends on whether you have those features or not, and basically these are the fuses that are available for you to replace, from fuse number 12 here to fuse F51, and it shows you the amperes that they are, so 30 amp, 15 amp and whatnot, and also it tells you if it's a mini fuse or a normal one. So these are mini fuses here and these are the slightly bigger ones, and we'll have a physical look at that in a minute. And then we have the fuse box in the engine compartment. Again, that's the layout, that's the numbering, that's where the fuses, fuse number 6, 7, 8, those are the slots. And again, every fuse might not be in use. And we have the list of fuses just there. So they're only actually showing you 6 fuses available. And then obviously we have that. So now we're gonna have a look at this, and well, I'll show you. If you were looking for, say, a specific fuse, something like a cigarette lighter socket, fuse F29, 20 amp fuse. 20 amp fuse usually is color yellow, but we can have a look at that fuse and as an example. And at the back of here it also tells you that kind of thing. 20 amp fuse, oh look at that, 20 amp fuse is actually blue, 30 pink, green 40, yellow is 60. So I guess it depends, but I guess it depends on the type of fuse actually, because fuse JKs These other fuses here are fuse ATO, mini and maxi, and again you can see the colors, and yellow is the 20 amp fuse, so I wasn't wrong, but it just depends on the type. And there is a little key for you to pull out fuses, and this is what a broken fuse looks like. The little filament inside, it's basically gone, so that should be a complete part there, but that's an example of what they look like when they are broken. Okay, let's take a look at these fuses. So we have driver side here, and we have this cover. This cover here has a little sliding part here, which I'll show you in a minute. You slide it and you take this cover out, and then you just need to sort of pull it out like that. So this bit here at the bottom is the bit that you slide, sorry, maybe to this side. It slides like this, so you can release that from there. And in here actually is that little key for pulling fuses, but I'm not going to be pulling any fuses. I'm just going to show you the fuses. And as you can see, most of the slots are empty, but as we see, and actually these you can see the fuses are actually numbered, and is fuse 29 20 amp is the cigarette lighter, not fuse 20. So fuse 29, again, it's one of the larger ones here. This goes from 25 there to 29, which is supposed to be 20 amp fuse, and it's a yellow one. So let's find that fuse in here. Okay, so fuse number 29 would be this one here. You can just about see the number next to it, number 29, 20 amp fuse. So if you had an issue with your cigarette lighter or the socket that charges your phone and whatnot, then you can check that particular fuse. And that's where the fuses are. So I'm gonna show you the ones under the bonnet now. So I'm just gonna put this cover back on and close this off. Bonnet latch is here. Pull that, bonnet will pop up like this. And then just here, there is another little latch. Press it and lift the bonnet. So just press that. And we come here and we slide this towards us and take this little cover out, and that's where the fuses are. Same idea. You have the numbering of the fuses there, and there's also, as you may be able to see, a relay here, but I don't know what the relay is for because they are not mentioned. There are also some fuses here, but this is like a one fuse. These fuses are quite large, 100 amp, 80 amp and whatnot. Normally these are not shown on the fuse list, but these are some fuses here. And yeah, normally they allow you to, obviously they show you on the fuse list the fuses that you could perhaps have a look at and replace, but the ones that are meant to be done by the dealer only, or a garage, would be these ones here and whatnot. And these are hardly gonna go wrong, but they can go wrong, but they normally don't. So anyway, let's get this back on and I'll show you if there is. I don't think there is a fuse box on the back of this car, but we'll have a look. So at the back here, there's these two covers. I think this one here, if you remove that, you might be able to see the fuses or fuse box in there, but there's a relay in here, but as you can see there's no fuses in this particular one. But if your car has the features, then you will have those fuses in there for the towing and for the electric door. And that's pretty much it, really. So having said that, I hope the video helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video, and thank you for watching.